Hey guys, so in the last tutorial we went into how you could categorize your comics using locations, tags, and characters. In today's tutorial we're going to go one level up. We're going to categorize your comics using collections, chapters, and series. So before I dive in, I'd like to define a few terms that we're going to be using. So for collections, a collection is basically an option into Checker that allows you to group together comics that share maybe the same theme. You can think of, let's say, family, pets, sports, any common theme that your comics share. Collections is a way that you can kind of group together those comics. The one thing to bear in mind is that the comic navigation for collections is restricted within that collection. So if you click through like the first, the last, the previous, and the next buttons, you wouldn't go outside the collection. You would be restricted to within that collection. And that will become more clearer as I kind of walk you through the tutorial. And then the chapter option is a way, think of it as basically if you have a comic that is structured like a book that has chapters, thinking of something like even a graphic novel, then this will be a good option to use within Checker. And the only difference the difference from chapters to collections is that for chapters, the comic navigation is not restricted within a chapter. So you can navigate through the comics across chapters. Okay. And then the final thing that I will go through in this tutorial is the series. Now, a series option is ideal for grouping together comics that are basically independent of each other. So if you have different comic titles on the same website, let's say you have Superman comic title, you have a Spider-Man comic title, and a Batman comic title on the same WordPress website, you can use the series option to kind of group together those comics and have them independent of each other, and the comic navigation would be restricted within each series. Okay, so let's dive in. So you're currently looking at the front end of the website. Let's switch over to the comic dashboard, to the WordPress dashboard. So I'm already logged in. So let's start off with the collections. There are two ways to do that. I'm going to show you the first option, which is the recommended option. So for collection, basically just go to the Checker menu and then the comic collections menu. Okay. And then just enter the name of the collection 1. You can disregard the slug because it will be automatically generated. Disregard the parent collection. Enter the description because that will most likely be used in the collections archive page. So this is a collection. And then you will upload an image which will be used on the home page if the page layout supports it, and also on the archive page for the collections. So let's go ahead and upload an image for that. So click add image, and I'm going to upload it from my computer. So upload files, then select, and then just select the collection. I'll upload several images here. Okay, and then just select one. Okay, and then for the order, you can leave it as is, but I would recommend setting the order. This determines which order this collection that you're adding would appear relative to the other collections in the collections landing page. The collections landing page is automatically generated by Ducheke, and I'll just show you how it looks like once we add that in. So I'll leave that as is because this is the first collection I've added in. Okay, add new collection. So that's added in. Okay, so we have set that to collection number 1. We can go ahead and assign this to a comic. So to do that, go to Ducheke, all comics, and you'll notice I have a few more comics uploaded into my archive. Let's go to the first comic we uploaded. Click on edit, and then in the side box here, you'll notice in the collections sidebox, in the box here in the sidebar, the collection we just added shows up here. So all you have to do is select it and then click update. Okay, and that is it. Now let's see what it looks like on the front end. So if I switch over here and do a refresh, you'll notice that it shows up here. So collection number 1, and if I click on it, it'll take me to the comic in that collection. So if I had more comics within this collection, I would be able to navigate through the comic post here, but currently we do not have anything. So let me just show you again. Let me just assign another comic. Let's see, this time let me show you how you would do that in bulk. So let's do all comics, and then let's select a couple of them. Let's say 1, 2, 3. Select 4. Then just click on, if you want to do it in bulk, click the bulk actions drop down here, click edit, click apply, and then select the collection, and then just click update. And you'll notice it has assigned the collections to all of them here. Now if I switch over to the front end, okay, and click collection 1, you notice now I can navigate through the collections here, through the collection. Okay. Now to show you how it will get restricted to within that collection, let me just assign a few more comics to a different collection. Let's see, so we're going to have to add in a new collection, so let's go ahead and do that. So comic collections, and then add this is a test. Then let's set the order to 2. Let's add an image, add new collection. Okay, let's go ahead and assign the comics to this collection. So let's do that here. Let's select 5, 6, 7. Bulk actions, edit, apply. Then let's set collection 2. Okay, and then update. All right, so notice that we have set 5, 6, and 7 to the second collection. Okay, so let's go ahead, switch over to the front end of the website. The second collection should show up. All right, it does show up here. Then if I click on it, notice that it will take me to comic number 7, comic number 6, and comic number 5. And you notice I cannot go back any farther. I can only go forward. So 6 and then 7. So I can only go through these 3 comics, and you'll see the thumbnails listed here for the 3 comics for that collection. I hope that makes sense. Okay. The other way that you can add a collection, I wouldn't recommend it because it doesn't add in all the fields that you need to add in, but I'll just show you how you would do that. So all comics. Let's see, let's edit comic number 8, and then collections, and then click on this link within the collections box, the add new collection. Then type in the name, test collection. Then click add new. Oh, sorry. No, you shouldn't. You should be able to just click on the update button. Okay, something went wrong there. So let's try it again. Add new collection, test collection, then enter. Okay, you need to click the enter button and then click update. All right, so there it is. It's added there. The only issue is, let's say if I go to the front end of the website, you'll notice there's no image. All right, so you would have to go in and edit the collection. So all comic collections, and there it is. And then just edit, let's say the order, let's say 3, then add image, insert, and then update. If I go to the front end, it has been added in. Okay, and that is it. Now you'll notice it's definitely much more easier just to add in the collection in the first place and then assign it to the comic. Okay, so that's it for collections. Chapters. To do the chapters is basically the same process. So you have the two options. I would recommend going with the option that I'm going to show you right now, which is basically just go to comic, add the chapter first, and then assign the comic to the chapter instead of assigning the chapter as you're adding in the comic. So let's do that. Go to the check here, comic chapters, give it the name chapter 1. You can disregard this log, disregard the parent chapter. You can also disregard the description, but let me just go ahead and add the description. And then add the image for the chapter. So let's upload some images. Select chapter 1 image and then insert. Okay, and that's it. Just click on add new chapter. That's it. Let's just add in another one because we're going to be seeing how the navigation works between chapters. So chapter 2, test description. The order, let's set the order to 2 since it will be the second chapter. Then add an image, select the image, insert, and then click on the add new chapter. All right, once you've done that, you can go ahead and assign the comic to the chapter. So let's do that. Let's go to all comics. Now you can either do them in bulk or you can go individually from each comic. Let me show you how you would do that for each comic. So click on edit, and then go to the chapters box here and then select chapter 1 and then click update. All right, so let me assign a few more chapters in bulk. So let's select these two, edit, apply. Then I'm going to assign them to chapter 1, update, and you see the 3 comics now are assigned to chapter 1. Let's assign these 3 comics to chapter 2. Okay, and then edit, apply, chapter 2, update. Okay, so if I go ahead into the front end of the website and do a refresh, a chapter section should show up on the home page. Okay, and if I start navigating through the chapter, just click on it, you notice that all the comics do show up irrespective of the chapter you selected. And if I start navigating through them, so if I go 1, 2, I get to navigate through all the comic posts. All right. So I hope that makes sense. So when you categorize comics by chapters, there'll be no restriction in terms of the navigation. You won't be restricted to navigating within, let's say, a specific chapter. I hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. So the last thing I'm going to show you is a series. So when you're adding a series, there are a few things you're going to have to do. So there's a few more steps involved. Now, the optional thing that you're going to have to add is the genre. Now, if you have many comic titles on your website, inevitably you will be dealing with comic series that have a different genre. Let's say you have a superhero genre, or a slice of life genre, or a fantasy genre. So let me just show you how you would go ahead and add that in. So to do that, just go to the series menu here. Sorry, the series genre. Then click add at the name. It's a fantasy. Leave the slag as it is to be auto-generated, and then the description, I would add that in because it'll be used in the archive page for the genre. And then I would also add in the image. For now, let's just pick any image here, like that one. And then click add new. And then let's add in another one. Let's say superhero. Leave the slug as it is to be auto-generated. Then the description. Add an image. And then click add new genre. Okay. So that's it. That's all you need to do when adding in the genre. So this is optional. If you're not using any genres on your website, there's no need to add this in. The same thing applies to series tags. You may want to categorize your series by tags. Just need to add the name as well as a slug as well as a description. But more often than not, it's unlikely you'll be using this option. So we'll skip that for now. Okay. So the next thing you'll have to do is actually adding in the series. All right. So to do that, click on the add new series option. All right. And we're going to add 2 series so that you can get an idea of how you can group together 2 independent series. Okay. And you will see how the navigation is kind of restricted within each series. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing you're going to have to do is add in the title. So let's give it series 1 as a title. And then I would enter in the description here. which will be used on the series landing page and wherever the series are listed on your website. So the description of the series goes here. And then the only other things that I would focus on adding are, so if you wanted to, let's say you wanted a unique image, a hero image that would appear on your landing page for your series, you can add that in here. So let's go ahead and upload an image for your series. Click upload, select, see, let's upload this one. Okay, so select that. All right, something is wrong. Let's try that again. Select and then select. Okay, I'm not sure what is going on here. Let's try and publish. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened there, but it shows up there. Let's continue editing this series. Okay, so you can set up one that goes in, that will be displayed only on desktop screens, and one that will be shown up on mobile screens. For now, let's just focus on adding it for the desktop, okay? And it's not absolutely necessary. You can also set up a unique background image that will be shown on the landing page, or you can choose a color that will be shown in the background for the landing page for the series and for any comics that are categorized in that series. Okay, so let's select a color. All right, let's select a color. Let's select green, for example. For the series sidebar content, I would you can so to check, it provides you with a sidebar on every page depending on the layout you're using. So let's go ahead and just add in some custom content. Let's say this is this sidebar content for the series. Okay, and then the only other thing that you would add is the image, the thumbnail image that will be shown up on the landing page for the series archive, as well as on the home page. So let's select an image for the series, a thumbnail. I already have one on my computer, so let's go ahead and upload one, and then set featured image, and that's it. So just update. Okay, let's add in another series. Series 1. Oh, series 2, sorry. Okay. Set the hero image. Let's upload another one. And then set the background image. Well, no, let's choose a color. Let's choose red. Put in some sidebar content. This is some content, and then the featured image. Let's upload another one. Okay, and then click publish. All right, so we have added in our series. If you go to the series, all series page, they're listed there. You'll notice the thumbnail, the hero image, and the background color for each of them. And if I go to the front end of the website and do a refresh, you will see that the comic series will show up. Now, we have not yet assigned any comic, but then if you go to the landing page, you'll notice that it'll take you, if you've not assigned any comic to it should take you to the series landing page. So it'll take you and notice that it's showing the comic series landing page, and then if I go back to series 1, it will show you the landing page for series 1, and the background color is set to green. And you notice that the sidebar content is added there. Okay, let's go ahead. For some reason the header image is not being displayed. Let's see. Oh, I know why. Okay, so let's just disregard for now and notice that the text is being shown here, but you can see the image for that series is showing up here. The color, the background color is red, the content is showing up. And if I click on series 1, the hero image is showing up and the content is showing up. Okay, now we need to assign a comic to each of the series, or multiple comics. So right now I cannot link to a comic from this series, so let's do that. Go to all comics, and then all you have to do is, I'll show you the two ways you can do that. You can do that individually or in bulk. So individually, just go ahead and click on edit, and then from the series box over here, just select series 1 and then click update. All right, that's it. It's just that simple. So if I go to all comics again, let me show you how you would do that in bulk. Let's set these two. All right, then edit, and then apply. And then the series drop down here, just select series 1, then click update. And you'll notice the 3 comics now have been assigned to series 1. Okay, and then let's assign these 3 to series 2. Bulk actions, edit, apply, and then series 2, click update. So they've been set to series 2. So let's go back to the front end of the website. Okay, now if I click on, let's say, series 1, it'll take me to the landing page, and notice that it'll show me the comics that have been listed in that series. So let us comic 1 and comic 2. For some reason it's showing only 2 comics, so we'll need to figure out what's the issue there. If I go to series 2, comic 2, 4, 5. Okay, I think I see the issue. Let's go back again. Okay, I see the issue. So let's quickly edit this. Let's set the series to 1. Then all comics, so 1 to 3, and then let's edit this one to 6. Okay, so if we come back to the home page again and try and access series 1, okay, it shows the 3 comics for that series. And if I try to navigate through the comics, you notice only 3 comics show up, because I've only assigned 3 comics to this series. And if I try to go forward, it'll take me to comic 3 and comic 2, and I won't be able to go any farther. So I go far back again and go back again, and I'm restricted to only those 3. If I go back home and click on series 2, you notice only 4, 5, 6 have been assigned to the series. If I try navigating through the comics, only 4, 5, 6 have been assigned to the series, and I try to navigate through them. 5, 6. All right. Hope that makes sense. And that's all there is to it. So yeah, so now you know how you can categorize your comics using chapters, collections, and series. All right. Until the next tutorial.